Hey guys, how much did you pay for your last smart bulb? I know saving $1 or $2 might not seem like a lot, however, if you're planning to buy a couple of them, it quickly adds up. I've got news for you because Sonoff just released 4 different light bulbs. That's one of them, and in the background you see another one. And what's so special about it, prices start from $9.90. That's quite incredible because I think that's the most affordable bulb I've seen so far, or definitely the most affordable bulbs I had in my hands. So let's take a closer look at the Sonoff affordable bulbs and figure out what features do they save the money on. The new bulbs from Ha-Dida are Wi-Fi only. Unfortunately, there is no Zigbee models, something I was looking forward to, but I guess we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. But you have 2 bulbs like this and 2 bulbs with a filament inside, which looks nice. It's Edison style and slightly retro. I've talked about similar bulb, which is Zigbee enabled in this video, so if you're interested, just go and check it out. This shape is pretty standard. It's just a plastic bulb with a flexible dome, and this particular one is available in 2 variants. This is RGB one, but there is also a white variant with color temperature. Now the filament bulb visible behind me, this is a glass bulb which looks really nice, and it also comes with 2 variants. The one I've got has a standard bulb design, and there is also slightly more yellowish with warmer temperature and more pear-alike shape. As I've mentioned, these are very affordable. They start from $9.90 up to $12.90, which is actually pretty good if you consider the competition. So let's quickly pair them and figure out what good features they have and what seems to be missing. Pairing the bulbs is straightforward. Flick them on and off 3 times with a 1-second interval to get them into pairing mode. I'm really thankful you don't have to do it for like 10 times, but you don't have to be worried about accidentally unpairing them. You have to be quite strict with the timing on these to get them into pairing mode, so that's okay. Now, this is a new type of device in EWLink, the lights, so you'll notice quickly a new interface for light bulbs. It's a pretty standard for most parts, so you'll see your schedules and timers and obviously controls for the lights. There are 2 types of lights, one with a white and color temperature, and you can control that from a single panel, and with RGB lights you have an extra additional panel which is RGB. In both cases you also have access to scenes which are pretty much presets. However, with the white bulbs with the color temperature, the presets are fixed, you can't change them, and you only have 4 of them. With the RGB light bulb like this, you have 8 presets and 4 of them are editable. Now in edit panel you'll find pulsing or strobing, but there is a lacking of finer control. Another problem with scenes is that you don't get the sunset or sunrise emulation. So if you are planning to wake up gently to a nice light in the room, unfortunately that won't work very well. You would have to create several different automation policies to kind of get that implemented, and it will look rather clunky. I think this is a big omission on their part. All but 1 bulbs are rated for 800 lumens, which is equivalent or about 60 watt light bulb, which is enough to lit up a small room. But if you want to lit up a bigger room or requires more lights, you're probably gonna need more than 1. Now the pear-shaped one, it's rated for 700 lumens, so it's slightly darker, and the light color temperature is skewed towards more warmer lights, partially thanks to the yellow glass dome. So far what I've seen with the light bulbs, it's pretty standard and what I would expect from the light bulbs itself, with the biggest advantage of them all, it's being the price. So I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. These bulbs come with no DIY mode, which means as far as I'm concerned, there is no way to hack them. I've tried to open this up as well, but there is no chance of opening this particular bulb without destroying them, and the same goes for the filament one, which is shrouded with a glass dome. This means that our favorite pastime, hacking Sonoff products, it's gonna be quite challenging because it's hard to access whatever IC is inside without destroying the bulbs. On top of that, there is no LAN control toggle as well. That might change in the future, but it's quite surprising because we pretty much take the LAN control for granted using Sonoff devices. So far the only way to control this is with the eWeLink app, and if you want to integrate it into Home Assistant or Node-RED, you probably limit it right now to the option with eWeLink API. I've covered this in this video there, so if you're interested, just go ahead and check it out. You cannot deny the affordable price of Sonoff lightbulbs though. So if all you're looking for is simple automation, then eWeLink app is probably gonna get you covered. Now if you want to get fancy, these are probably not for you just yet. Now the firmware updates might change things one or two. I'll be monitoring this for changes, but as it stands for now, these are going to satisfy people that don't like to tinker all that much. Alright guys, if you are interested and sold on affordable bulbs, in the description of this video you're gonna find a link to all 4 of them. I'd like to thank IT guys for sending me these so I could have a look and tell you all about it. I'll be monitoring these closely for changes and see whether a new feature is gonna get implemented. So if you're interested in that, it's best to follow me. You know how YouTube works and how you get notifications there. So all I'm going to say is that follow me on any given social media of your choice, and you'll get also a notification via social media when there is a new post, because sometimes not all of my articles come with video. As for now guys, thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Bye!